Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Octopus Math by Sahiba. Question 4. A farmer has 45 horses and 20 cows. Write this as a ratio horses to cows. So 45 and 20, you can divide them one by one, or you can also take the HCF of them, right? So 5 divides both 9 and 4, and because 9 and 4 are not further divisible by one common number, so that means it's 5 which is divisible by both. So 49 changed to 9 and 20 changed to 4, so it's going to be 9 is to 4, right? Question 4, the answer 9 is to 4. Yeah, we're right. Okay. The farmer wants the ratio horses to cows equal to 5 is to 3. He keeps 45 horses but buys some more cows. Okay. So 45 are the number of horses. I'm writing it here, and this is the number of cows. The new ratio we don't know, right? So let's call it X. The the number of cows we don't know exactly. We call it as it is. Now the new ratio he wants for horses to cows is 5 is to 3. So for horses, the ratio is 5, and for cows, the ratio is 3. You can do it by cross multiplication. You can do it by making the ratio same, like 5 times 9 is 45, so 3 times 9 will give you this number, or you can simply do it by cross multiplication. 3 times 45 will give you 5 times x, and then x is 3 times 45 divided by 5, so which is 3 times 9. 27 are the cows. 45, the number of horses and cows have to be 45 and 27 in order to give the ratio to 5 is to 3. But how many more cows? So he already had 20 cows, so I think he needs to buy 7 more cows, right? Yeah, okay, so 7. 3 years ago, the farmer invested, okay, this is the calculator question, right? So this is the principal amount which is invested. This is the rate and compound interest, all right. After 3 years compounded, and the 3 years, okay, right. The formula is amount. This is the total amount compounded, at the end, like with this amount basically includes the principal amount and the interest amount. So the formula is times, this is n is the number of times it has compounded over the period, right? It's not necessarily 3 all the times, but it will be 3 in this case, because they have the amount has compounded 3 times in 3 years. So basically n is the number of times it has compounded, right? If it compounded every 6 months in 3 years, so n will be 6, right? I mean, semi-annually. So that means it compounded 6 times in 3 years. So n will be 6. So right now n is 3 only, because it compounded, the amount compounded once a year. Right. So principal is 3750. 1 plus rate is 4 divided by 100 is 0.04 power n. Right. Let me quickly use the calculator. 3750 times 1.04 powered 3, right? So it's going to be, sorry, the amount is 4218, and that's the total value of its investment. So 4218.24, or if you want to round it off to 3 significant figures, you can write it as 4220, right? You can say that. But let's see the answer. 4218.24. Yeah, okay, correct answer only. So okay, this is fine. Let's obsolete this. All right. Part 2 says the farmer wants to wants to spend his investment on buying goats. Goats cost 126 each. Okay, so it basically talks about this investment. So you can do it orally, that you divided by the dollars, I mean 126. But for all those students who actually struggle in deciding where to multiply the two numbers and when to divide the two numbers, I'm going to give you a quick short way. Like for example, one goat costs you $126, right? That's for one goat. So how many goats can you buy? So you don't know the number of goats, you write X here because the count is missing. And then the total cost is 4218.4. So because that's dollars, right? And then you cross multiply because the more goats you buy, the more bill you'll have to pay. So 4218.24 times 1 is the same as 4218.24 is equal to X times 126. And when you divide this whole thing by 126, you would get 4218.24 divided by 126. Right. So this gives you 33 point, let's say 5. And definitely you cannot buy 33.5 goats. You cannot buy a half a goat, right? That means this actually means you always have to round it out backwards, that you were able to buy 33 goats. And then for the 34th goat, you are short of money, right? So how much money is left, things like that. So first we need to see how much 33 goats will cost you. So 33 goats, 126 per goat is 4158, and you have 4218.24, and 4158 is the amount that you'll be spending on 33 goats, right? I'm not sure. 14158, yeah, okay. So 4218.42 minus 4158, that gives us $60.42. All right. So it's 33. Did I write 42? I'm sorry, it's just 24. Right. Part C, the farmer grows carrots in 2014. The selling price was, okay. So again, 2014, this is rate. So in 2014, the amount was 96 per ton. And in 2015, the amount is increased by 18%, right? Work out the increase in the selling price from 2014 to 2015. So the increment is 18%. So basically we need to calculate 18% of $96, which is 17.28. The farmer has 20 sheep, each has 0, 1, 2 or 3 lambs. The table shows the information. Calculate the mean. Okay. So for mean, we need to see how many total sheep are there. So it's 1 plus 4 plus 12 plus 3. It's already given, but you can still verify. It's going to be 20. And then for mean, you need to calculate f of x. And what is f of x? This is f and this is x. So you first need to multiply them. So this is 1, 4, 24 and 9. Together, when you add them all up, you will get 37. And the mean is summation of fx divided by summation of f, which is 37 divided by 20. 1.85 it is. Okay. Part 2, the farmer takes one lamb away from each of the sheep with 3 lambs. These lambs are given to 3 of the 4 sheep. Okay, that's a little complicated. Um, So part two a little complicated to explain, but I'll still try to explain you. So explaining this to you in a very, like, I'm calling out sheep by numbers. Okay, so there this sheep one, this sheep two, sheep three. Unfortunately, I have to write it up to 20 because I need to be more efficient in explaining how this is done. And then you can yourself um, see if you find out a shorter method. Let me know also. So it says one sheep has no lambs, which means this one has zero number of lambs. And then it says there are four sheep that have one lamb each. So which means these four probably will have one lamb each. And then there are 12 with two, so 3 is easier. Let's say that these three have three lambs each, and the remaining have two lambs each, right? So what the question is that the farmer takes one lamb away from each of the three sheep with three lambs. Now, so these are talking about these lambs, that the sheep which have three lambs each, one is taken away from each of these three. So which means now they have two each, right? One is taken away. So which means this has two, this has two, this has two. So notice that the category of two has increased. Right now, when we've just taken away their lambs, you will see that there is an increment in the uh, count of sheep that have two. So if they have increased to 15, like three more. Okay, and then what happened to those lambs? They have been given to each they have been given to three of the four sheep that have one lamb. Okay. So these are one, two, three, four. These are four sheep that have one lamb each. So they've been all these three lambs that have been taken away from these three. They've been given to three of them, which means S2 now have like sheep two. Now first it had one. Now it had one more. So let's say it got two. S3 is has have got two, like previously it had one and one more is given to it, so two it has right now. S4 also has two, and let's say that S5, like sheep 5, is the fourth sheep which had previously one lamb, and he's not been given a lamb, an extra lamb, because it says there is only three of the four sheep that have been given. So maybe this is the unfortunate sheep that did not get the lamb, right? So now let's try to count how many sheep are there with the number of lambs. So again, there's one sheep only with zero number of lambs, so one is I think okay. And now we notice that there are no sheep with three number of lambs, so this will go to convert to zero. Now, how many sheep are with one lamb? So previously it had four, but now these three have got one extra one. So there's only one sheep which is left with one lamb. And now we're talking about the number of sheep that have two lambs. So previously it was 12, and now there are three more added here and three more added here. So six. That turned out that it's 18, right? So let's try to complete the table. 1, 1, 18, and 0. 1, 1, 18, and 0, right? All right, explain why the mean number of lambs per sheep does not change. Okay, the mean number of lambs I don't think would change because uh, the number of lambs and the number of sheep is still the same. So I don't think it would change because it's only transformed from one category to another. It's the same number of lambs, stay same number of sheep, right? So yeah, same total number of, yeah, it's the same thing. Same number of lambs and same number of sheep. So that's why it wouldn't change the mean. Thank you for watching. Share my videos with your friends and family to spread the knowledge. Also, keep watching for more videos.